everybody, this is Alchemist2, and I'm wishing you a belated happy Valentine's Day. Sorry about that. I'm going to talk about onirology or onirism, if I hope I'm pronouncing that word correctly, but onirology is the study of dreams. And I would love to talk to you about the subject of dreams and how they can be uplifting, they can be terrifying, and they can be just surreal. And of course, I've talked to a lot of fellow Game Grumps fans about this. I don't know them in person, it's just comments I've made on the forums, on YouTube, and not very recently because I've been busy with work, but I've had a lot of dreams concerning the Game Grumps, and my last one was very interesting indeed. It was all of the Game Grumps, even Commander Holly was there, and JonTron was there, and JonTron's not even a Game Grump anymore. And he's got his own show. But the dream revolved around the Game Grumps, all of them, every single solitary one, as I previously stated. And we were all having a party, a sleepover party. It was after a convention. I had met every single one of the Grumps, and I got all their autographs, and I got pictures with them, and we were all at some kind of elaborate house, and it was very lavish and cush, and I thought, ooh, this is swank, and it was just so comfortable and just inviting and absolutely sensational. It was like something out of a movie. I mean, it was that elaborate and kind of embellished, yeah, ornate, I should say. But all the all the Grumps were kind of piled on this couch. I mean, it was this long couch and a velvet red couch and kind of scarlet in color, and it stretched around, and I heard Dan say, "Come on, Elizabeth, we want to cuddle." I mean, this, the way he said it, I thought, "Oh, yes, please." And of course, I couldn't turn down that invitation, and Aaron said it too. He said, "Yeah, come on, I cuddle with you." I thought, fine, I'll come cuddle with you. You know I will. So I jump in there, and they're all cuddling with me, and our arms are intertwined, our legs are intertwined. It's just this mess of limbs, and yeah, it made absolutely zero sense. And then Ross walked by. I said, "Ross, you got to help me out," because I could not move. I was completely paralyzed. "Come on, Ross, help me." And he just walked on by, but then he saw it, and he said, "Dog pile," and he actually jumped in. I thought, no, Ross, you're not helping. And then Brian walked by. I said, "Help, Brian, get me out. I can't breathe," because at that point I was losing oxygen. And Brian actually jumped in the pile, and then I became more asphyxiated, and I just I woke up. That was the context of my dream. And I had another dream last night, and it was a series of dates with Danny, and they were all just absolutely euphoric and rhapsodic in the context, and each date was better than the last. We went to a roller skating rink, we went to a basketball game, went to a hockey game, we went to the cinema, we went to a convention together. We went to a lot of conventions together. He was in costume when we went to the conventions. And the last thing we did, we went to an old retro style 50s diner, and he was telling me he was with Brian, he was with all the others, but mainly with Brian because they were about to go someplace else and perform as NSP. So he was in costume, and nobody really recognized him. It was just he and I, and Brian was kind of off doing something else and not really paying attention to us. But I said, I'm aware that you have to go, and I was kind of sad about it. And he said, no, don't cry. You know, he thought I was crying, and I was actually. And he kind of wiped my tears away. And then he said, no, don't cry. I'll be back. And I was drinking a soda, and I had a piece of ice in my mouth, and he said, come here, sugar. It's like, oh my, holy crap. And he actually gave me a kiss with a piece of the ice. It was lodged between my lips. Oh, I mean, I could have died. That was unbelievable dream. And a lot of my dreams are lucid, so I felt, I mean, that kiss it lasted forever. And he said something to remember me by. I mean, in that really low, seductive voice of his. And yeah, dreams are very intriguing. And I was wondering what the rest of you felt about your particular dreams, and if you want to share your dreams with me. They don't have to be Game Grump related. They could be anything. I just wanted to start a conversation about that. And the reason I brought it up is because I have a friend who's absolutely obsessed with oneirology. And excuse me. And I was just